So, and I know, beyond an actor and a dancer, I guess the triple is producer. There's a show that I know that you're involved with that's become a big hit, which I think it talks, it's very, very Harry Shum and creative also with John Chu.
Yeah.
And who unfortunately couldn't join us.
And Hee-Ho, right there, producer.
And I think in a moment we'll have something special to show, but could we talk a little bit about those origins and what that's all about?
Yeah, LXD, which short for Legion of Extraordinary Dancers, and it stems from, it really stemmed from John Chu, working with John Chu on Step Up 2 when we worked on that movie, and he somehow wanted to battle Miley Cyrus online. And it became this whole thing where he got a whole bunch of dancers and she got a whole bunch of dancers, and we started this online war and became like this thing we ended on the Teen Choice Awards. But from then he just saw like these like dancers are like characters, and for so long they've been in the background, and people loved what they saw but never really got to know them. So he wanted to create this thing where it's storytelling through dance, and we wanted to do it online because no one can be like, hey, you can't do this, hey, you can't do that. We're like, we're going to do this, and we're going to do it how we want to do it. And what's great is that we get like some of the best dancers that people have never seen before. And now it's like streaming on Hulu, and it's been doing great, but still a lot of people still haven't seen it yet. So, we're trying to get out there, and we're launching the season 2 the 27th, which is Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, in terms of getting it out there, I think we want to cut to something here to give you guys a taste.
Dance Goes Evil.
So I guess my Hollywood pitch is X-Men meets Glee. So,
with no jazz hands. Though.
But I think to Daniel's comment earlier, it's about just do it. Just go out there and do it and make it. So can you talk a little bit about how that came into creation? Because I think it's a pretty unique story.
Yeah, it's the visionary of John Chu, and he apologized that he couldn't be here. He's on tour with he's doing a Bieber movie. So go for your dreams. Good, he's Bieber. No, it's great because he's like a great. Sorry, John. He's a great storyteller, and he sees as you know from his previous movies, he's great at like having a vision for dance and being able to shoot it so well. And I think what's great is he sees these characters and he tries to put them in and puts like superpowers, you know, in the sense of like dance is the form of real life superpowers. You know, you're not flying, but you're doing these incredible things. These guys are flipping. They're like, you know, they're stopping time in the air pretty much. And from there, he just wanted to create these different stories and put a mythology behind it, which you will see in the second season. And a lot of questions will be answered for whoever has seen the first season. And if you haven't, you can still check it out on Hulu.
Charlie, you were great in that clip, by the way.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
I said Charlie was great in that clip.
He was. He was the one flipping because you couldn't see his face. He was just going all over the place.
So, well, why don't we talk about what else is, what else is going on with all of you? You know, we know we have Hawaii Five-0. That's going to keep you busy for a little bit. I guess Aaron and Ellen. You know, what movie-wise, we have anything coming out that we'll be able to see soon?
I was thinking I'm actually just started developing a TV show. This is kind of aggressive, and we'll see where it goes. And no, not the light. The light's kind of aggro too, but I wrote this pilot about gangsters in Koreatown. So I've had a couple meetings about it, and what's really actually fun is when they go, so who are you thinking of in like these parts and whatever, and I was like, oh, well, it's just all of my friends.
Panel.
I'm like, this panel. That's why I wrote it. But it is actually funny too. But then they actually said, is there a part for Daniel Day Kim in this? I was like, of course there is. But yeah, no, it's actually it's an interesting, and we're still, I mean, it's early on in the process, but it's something that I've actually had in my head for years, like a really great story, and for the longest time I didn't do anything with it because a lot of people, my own agents included, were just like, you want to do a predominantly Asian American cast? They're like, maybe put that on the back burner of the things you want to write or whatever. And then I met a couple of producers that, over lunch, for whatever reason, we were meeting about something else, but then I just started talking about it, and I wound up pitching them this TV show, and they're like, so where's the script? And I was like, oh, I haven't wrote it. It's like all in my head, and they were like, write it, send it to us. And so like that started in July or something like that, or August and everything, and so it's going well, but it's really fun. And this is, I guess, sorry, the point of me telling you that story was that for years I had it, and I kept thinking, I'm like, is there like, honestly, do we have enough talent to, put a show where you're not sacrificing in this community, where you're not sacrificing the product for to make something to do the proper story or whatever. And after being in this industry for a few years and seeing like everyone on this panel just like blow up and just be really amazing, it's like there was a point where I was just like, oh my God, we have more than enough, So anyway, that's my little.
Okay, so he's working on a pilot project. And then for you, Ellen, what do you see this? Is there anything that's going on? How are you feeling about it?
Well, I mean, I have a couple things that are, fingers crossed, hopefully they work out. I think what's really important about even working in this industry is, creating your own opportunities. So there are a couple things that I'm trying to develop on my own. But also, for me, I just want to continue doing what I love. Acting is one thing, but I also have so many other things that I love to do. I love traveling. I love training in martial arts. I'm actually going to Thailand in 2 weeks to train there because it's something I've always wanted to do. So I'm flying out there for about a month to just live and wake up and train and go to sleep and train, and I'm really stoked about it. So that's what I'm looking forward to for now.